Hi everybody, just putting up another video. This is just information on how to use Pulse. So I'm on my iPad at the moment, and I have Pulse. Sorry for the screen, but I have Pulse saved to my home screen because we're not in the App Store yet. It's another couple of weeks. So I will click on this, which is just better for handiness, I suppose. Just takes a couple of seconds to load up, and there we go. And you can see what it's doing straight away. It's finding popular stories, right? It will always do that first. Popular stories in my local newsfeed. Now I'm from Finglas, so it's going to take it from Finglas first. So these are all the Finglas ones here, and it's really constricted to what's going on in Finglas, all the stories that people are writing up. And if we can just go through some functions here, you can vote stories up and down as if you want. You can comment on it, and if I just click even the share button, you can actually see on the share button, share to Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, etc. Okay, and I'm back out and it's reloading. Oh no, I'm actually still in that story. Now, if I click newsfeed and I sort of go, okay, I'm going to move into regional. So when I move into regional, I'm actually moving away from Finglas, and I'm looking for stories that are all in Dublin. So I'm from Finglas, so my city is Dublin. So I'm starting to now look in Dublin, the likes of Blanchardstown, Coolock, Santry, Dalkey, Blackrock, and all the stories that are coming in here we'll see in this newsfeed. So popular ones will always come up first, which is at the top. And you have your say, you can vote these stories up or down yourself. If you click new, it will retrieve the newest, the latest stories. Okay. Now, and there you go. So if I click national, I am now moving out of Dublin, and I'm starting to look at stories of what's happening in the whole country. So I'm looking at what's happening in Cork or Kerry or Donegal, for instance. And that's the sort of methods that we're doing. And it's about sort of capturing stories in communities and see how far these stories can go through the hits counter here, which is voting them up and down. It's just capturing the interesting stuff. But if you don't want popular, just click new, and just find out what's there. That's up to you. I can just see here if people hashtag the stories as well. We just have a function here, so you just hashtag it and type in hashtag dogs carnival or hashtag zoo or whatever you feel that you like to do. Just come in a bit closer. I hope I'm being okay with this camera. I'm trying to look at what I'm doing and do this camera at the same time. But also as well on this function here, so I'm clicking the search function, and what it's doing is it's asking me to type an area or a hashtag. So what I can do is, if I type in, say, Manchester, chest, okay, so it's already coming up with the prompt. So I'm going to click on Manchester, United Kingdom, and I can actually see Aoife from Manchester has already put up, and that is telling me of 35 new messages as well coming in my news feeds that I haven't actually seen yet. So the system is constantly updating. But this means that we all know about the tragedy in Paris, okay? And if you can imagine, people were using Pulse in Paris, that you would just go in and put in Paris into that search, and it would give you the whole newsfeed for what's happening in Paris. So that's the idea behind this. It's that extra function if you need and want to follow the big stories. Okay. Anyway, let's go back. So I'm going to do it again. So this icon here is basically just for you to tell your story. But the beauty about this is that if you write your story, you can upload a photograph here and write in and post. and it goes into, for example, me from Finglas, because my current location is Finglas and that's set in my main profile. The story goes into Finglas. Now, what happens is that if I'm somewhere else and I'm not in Finglas and I'm in another community and I see something in that community that I want to talk about, you just set current location. You can see it's retrieving the location. Okay, I am in Finglas at the moment, okay, and you can see that's come up and knows I'm here. But I'd write in my story and I'd post it, okay, but we won't do that. I just wanted to show you. So I'm going to X out of that, and I want to show you main profile. This is your main profile, and what I want to say here in my community is write in your community. So I'm from Things, write in, because that will come up as you post stuff. Your location is already set, okay, and you have my stories, which is my stories that have been put in there, saved in there for you. Now, if I talk about save stories, if I go back to the news feed and if we can just find the story in the local, say, and I see Wheelo is putting up a story, I don't have time to read it, somebody's asking me about it. What I can do is I press the three tabs and you can see save comes up. I won't report them this time, but I'll save that. And what I do is I go back to my profile, and if I click on save stories, you can see there's Wheelo there, save for later. So it's not gone from the news feed, because the news feed will be constantly changing, you know, as new stories and new content come in. So I just wanted to give, I'm not going to go on too long, and I will come back and show more functions as we go on, but I can see I'm over 7 minutes here, so I don't want to sort of bore people, but this is to give you give you a start for the Pulse community. Okay, I'll keep updating these blogs on YouTube, and I'll keep putting the links up on Pulse, and I'll keep putting the links on our Twitter feed, which is at Pulse.vision 12. Okay, thanks.